extent that this brainwashing tactics apply to me. And with brainwashing, basically what's happening is they're trying to make me identify to a false persona. And so it's systematically done. It is an effort that's consisting of pushing me to identify with this. Now, my videos have been a ways to do some kind of reality check, a reality that they try to remove from me and recreate it in their falsified ways, and falsified fashion. For me, I love to put that in their faces, even though it does bad things to me. One thing I'm learning is, and I've always noticed, is when you put the reality of what these people are doing in their faces, they just get more angry. It's like provoking to them. Now, I'm not the type of person who that will stop me. I understand that it's going to cause more pain for me, but I want this trash to live in this dumbness for the rest of the life. I've never identified with these things, and I love when they bring things of this nature to make me subscribe of the persona they want to implant in me. Now, like I said, some of the manipulation I deal with when consisting with this technology are some of the most degrading, but others are not degrading at all. Well, they're not degrading, but they're manipulation, but it's not really drastic. It's not even bad at all. Like, it doesn't break me down, but they're still done for the purpose of painting a false narrative. Listen, I'm a man. Have I seen a woman in her early 20s finding her, good looking? Of course. Now, that's not my preference. I feel too old for them, and I am too old, I think, for me at least, but there's men my age, definitely with 20-some-year-olds. Now, for me, that's not my cup of tea, but please understand, I've seen some 20-some-year-old that I do find good looking. But today, they manipulate me. Even though it's not extreme of a manipulation, I still feel the manipulation. So I was watching this, right? This is a man who's known for being able to be with a bunch of, a lot of women love him. They call him King 6'8", right? Women are drawn to this man. Women are attracted to this man. They love this man everywhere he goes. And, women just follow him. He's apparently a good-looking man. And so he has a vlog where he just walks around and women just come to him. Now, he's in Las Vegas at a pool party. Him and his friend. Now, I don't know how old he is. I think he's like late 20s, maybe early 30s. His friend probably like mid-30s or so, or early 30s. I'm just guessing the age. I'm not sure. And then those girls approached him. And I'm seeing the girls. They're pretty girls, but I'm feeling that I'm being manipulated, and they look too young for me, right? Obviously, I'm thinking maybe like they're in their early 20s or mid 20s or something. But I'm like, they just they just look young to me. Now, with that being said, they're not, they're pretty girls, as you can see here. But I'm feeling this stimulation in my brain. It just bringing up some 20-year-old or something, some early 20s or some 20-some-year-old that and like I said, I definitely could see some 22, 20, in ways that are appealing. But it's not, most of the cases, not. Especially the older I get, it's just getting hard for me to see that. But I'm capable of doing that, just like most men. Now, I'm saying these things to reinforce myself. Now, it's clear that there's plenty of 30-year-old men that can be with young women like that. This is evidence of it. As they manipulate me to have this little bit of a perception toward this 21-year-old. Actually, that's their age. She's just turned 21. And her friend, I think that's her birthday there. She has a birthday thing on her thing. They manipulate me. I'm like, this is so sad. You manipulate me toward the girls here who 21-year-old who are dancing with 30-year-old men. pathetic low life. I'm so thankful I didn't grow up. I didn't get the opportunity or the option to live like these people. Now I will never let them live their fantasy. I love the fact that they have to dumb themselves down. That's their job, as these perps are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to brainwashing me into accepting this false persona. And my job is like, look at how dumb you have to be. How does it feel when you know that your brainwashing tactics are just so bad? Do you realize this is your life right now? Taking me just stay strong. And while I was seeing that, I start hearing some of these kids, because by the way, what's happening, just to add this disgustingness in their life, I'm being told I'm being framed by children. So some kids start talking to me as like, well, not talking to me. I can start hearing them via V2K saying, I'm 18 years old, and they have these ways. It's a mixture of trying to disorient me, deflect, and implant this false narrative. It's part of this brainwashing tactic. And then on top of that, they try to make me think. Actually, they make me think. I went on my Instagram and I see somebody called Ocean that is now married. That in 2014, I followed thinking she was an adult. Now, this Ocean has been the piece of resistance. The piece of resistance for them to make me subscribe to that. You'll see a video that I've made about these girls that you'll see where these girls who you think they're adults are not adults, and everybody was shocked. So this girl Ocean is somebody I thought was an adult when I was in my 20s, because she looked way older than her age. So today, part of them try to implant this false narrative. They use these things to make me subscribe to this. So she comes and I was like, yeah, that's proof. Yeah, that's proof. Like, first of all, you just out here forcing me to get like this extra like sensation toward this 21-year-old dancing with a 30-some-year-old. Then you to make me subscribe to this, you talk about some who I followed in 2014 thinking she was an adult and you think I'm gonna subscribe to it. These clowns are disgusting trash. They are here pretending they get raped with failures of brainwashing. Now, what's gonna happen to me is gonna happen to me regardless. But for me to not think that they're doing what they're doing, what, it's disgusting. And they're breaking down, like they're fatiguing me. They're doing everything possible. Never. Death comes to all of us. I'm taking them to a hell they don't even expect, as they put me in different situations. And I understand me bringing this up, me putting that in their faces is provocating. Because one thing happens when you put the reality into the faces of these perps who try to gaslight you, brainwash you. They double down. They become more aggressive. They become more into it. Target just stay strong. Do not identify with these things. These trusts are supposed to break you down to identify with this. They do textbook brainwashing tactics. Whatever gonna happen to you, it's okay. They'll get theirs. Things like them get sorted. And I don't think there's a bright future for people who do what they do.